Cal Bouchard grew up in Winnipeg, Manitoba, but moved to Aurora for her high school years, attending Aurora High School from 1991 to 1996. During that time, she launched a remarkable career in basketball that has never been duplicated by an Auroran. Her awards are a testament of her talent, effort, and love of sports. While at Aurora High, she was a York Region Secondary School athletic champion in many sports. She captained the Golden Eagles girls basketball team and was a Toronto Star basketball first-team All-Star, all the while showing her leadership in other ways by becoming a 5-year honor roll student, co-valedictorian of her graduating class, and a Governor General's academic medal winner. During her high school years, she also represented Aurora proudly, playing for Team Ontario, winning numerous medals and individual honors, captaining the team for 2 years, and being selected championship MVP at the 1996 National Finals. Naturally, such a talented young basketball player would attract athletic scholarship attention south of the border, and she chose Boston College because of its consistently high academic ranking as well as its promising women's basketball program. At Boston College, her career was nothing short of outstanding, playing in 102 of 104 career games, captained the squad from 1998 to 2000, and won the 2000 National Collegiate Athletic Association Woman of the Year Award for academic and athletic achievement and community service for Massachusetts. She continued her academic honors at Boston College, graduating summa cum laude in 2000, and was awarded the Reverend Edward H. Finnegan S.J. Memorial Award, the only student athlete ever to win this coveted award. Her head coach, Kathy Inglese, had this to say about her during Cal's Boston Sports Hall of Fame induction. In a time of society where heroes and true leadership are so hard to find, the students, athletes, faculty, and staff at Boston College knows just where it lives. It lives in an unassuming, slightly built, brown-haired young woman, always sporting the bright red maple leaf symbol of her country. From 1997 to 2003, Cal was a member of the Canadian women's basketball team, playing 81 games worldwide, and captained the team to a Pan Am silver medal performance in 1999. She co-captained the 2000 Olympic team, and as she entered that tournament, national team coach Bev Smith called Cal the quintessential Canadian player. Cal also competed in the 2003 Pan Am Games, and as a starting point guard, she was the leading scorer for Team Canada during the 2003 Olympic qualifier. Cal Bouchard was also the first Canadian to be drafted by the Women's National Basketball Association in the 2000 draft. But true to her Canadian roots, she chose to delay her professional career to play for Canada at the Olympics that year. In the 2001 and 2002 season, she played professional basketball in Europe and was selected to the All-Star team in the Spanish Women's League. Her athletic skills and dedication to her sport resulted in her induction into the Boston College Sports Hall of Fame in November 2006. And in 2013, we are proud to induct her as an inaugural member.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce the presenter, Steve Herlihy, Cal's high school basketball coach, and presenting sponsor, John Crowell of Magna International, and I invite both to the podium to assist in the induction.
Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. First time I saw Cal play basketball, it was at a lunchtime pickup game. She was in grade 9, and she was playing against mostly senior boys. Now, usually in these games, it was what we call coast-to-coast basketball. In other words, get the defensive rebound, dribble down the floor, you shoot. You don't pass to anybody. But I noticed when Cal got the rebound, which was quite often, she would bring the ball up the floor very quickly, head up, surveying the situation, and directing the offense. And I thought it was really quite amazing for a grade 9 student, male or female, to be directing senior players. So after the game, or after the pickup game, I approached her and I said, you know, you must have been to a lot of basketball camps. But she surprised me by saying, no, she'd never been to a basketball camp. That was the first and the last time Cal Bouchard ever surprised me. Cal led our junior and senior basketball teams to York Region Championships. She was always a great teammate. She led by example. She made the players around her better, and she certainly made her coaches look better. I'll always remember a semifinal game against Markham. In 1995, Markham had lost a playoff game in 13 years. And I remember the game was pretty close in the second half, and Cal got a defensive rebound, and she must have learned something from those senior boys when she was in grade 9, because she went coast to coast, and there was no way she was going to pass. But there was one person in her way, Tammy Sutton Brown. Now, Tammy Sutton Brown was 6'4", and when Cal tells his story, Tammy was probably 7'4", but in any case, she was quite tall. And very good, because a few years later, she actually ended up being Cal's teammate on the national team. So here we have two of the best high school women's basketball players in the province going one-on-one. And I'll never forget Cal. She goes right, crossover dribble left, for layup, and gets fouled in the process for what they call an old-fashioned three-pointer. We went on to win that game by 3 points. Therefore, I really wasn't surprised when she went to Boston College and she was a captain. She became an all-star in the Big East. I wasn't surprised when she realized her dream of playing for the national team. And captained the national team in the Pan Am Games in '99 in Winnipeg, the 2000 Olympics in Sydney, Australia. Cal, I wasn't surprised, but I was very proud. Athlete, scholar, leader, citizen. I'm very proud to present 2013 Aurora Sports Hall of Fame inductee, Cal Bouchard.
Thank you, Mr. Hurley, for that great introduction. Actually, she's 8'4" when I tell the story. It's an amazing story. I'm not going to be as eloquent as Mr. Bedard was, but I would like to take this opportunity to thank a lot of people. First of all, I'd love to thank the town of Aurora and everyone associated with the Aurora Sports Hall of Fame. This has been a really wonderful event and a great honor, and I know it took a ton of time and energy from a lot of volunteers and a lot of committees, so thank you very much. Secondly, I'd like to congratulate my fellow inductees. It's a great honor to see all of your exploits and read about them, and I'm really proud to be inducted in the inaugural class with you, so congratulations. And now to more thank yous. So I'd like to thank my family. My parents are here as well as my sister tonight, but my entire family supported me throughout my career. I can't even imagine, I'm still amazed at the hundreds of miles that my parents drove me around in Ontario to all the different tournaments, the miles they traveled to see my games in the United States, and then the thousands of miles they spent traveling around the world to see me play at the Olympics every single step of the way. So thank you very much to my family. Thank you to a lot of teammates and coaches along the way, a lot of great teammates and coaches, especially from Aurora. I'll mention a few of those really special coaches. First of all, Mr. Hurley, behind me. Yes, I'm going to refer to them all as Mr. I still can't get over them. They have first names, but will still be Mr. to me. So Mr. Hurley, who taught me how to get up super early and have 6:30 a.m. practices and be snappy girls, and we were snappy. To Mr. Fenning, who spent many an hour at lunchtime rebounding for me and in shooting contests with me. I think most of the time I won. I'm just gonna admit that. But thank you so much for helping me perfect my shot. To a lot of other coaches in Aurora, Mr. Perrier up at St. Andrews, Mr. Cowan, Mr. Henderson, to the entire phys ed staff at Aurora High School. Mr. Baggs here tonight, thank you so much. And even my principal from Aurora High, Mr. Nicky Fork, is here tonight, which is pretty awesome. So the entire Aurora High School family, thank you so much. And then the last thank you I really want to give is to the town of Aurora. And it's true, I hadn't been to many basketball camps when I got here because I picked up basketball a little bit later in life. I started in grade 6, sorry, I've been living in the States too long, grade 6. And I moved here just after grade 8. And so I really think of Aurora as where I spent the time honing my game and developing my game. And it wasn't just the people in Aurora, but it was really the town of Aurora. The time and energy and blood, sweat, and tears that I spent, I can map those places in the map of Aurora. And it was not only at Aurora High School in the gym where we won lots of games, and that's where the fun was, but it was a lot of nights and weekends at the track behind the school. A lot of nights and weekends up at St. Andrews College at the gym, because I got a secret key from my teammate, Mr. Perrier, and his daughter. And I would go up there anytime I could. It was at the leisure complex where I would spend summers in between my college years, weightlifting, swimming if I was hurt and injured. And then also it was, most importantly probably, the little park right near my house off of Kennedy. And it was just one single hoop, and 365 days a year I took care of that hoop. I spent a lot of time there with friends and by myself. I shoveled it in the winter. And at the time, I was probably an annoying high school kid calling up the Town of Aurora Parks department. Every time the hoop and the net would come off, which was often, I had the number memorized, and I'd call them up and I'd say, hey, that Kennedy Park hoop, it's down again. You'd better go back and put some twine or some chain in there. And I know I was probably annoying. I hope tonight that everybody knows I kind of did something with that. I made something of myself. So I appreciate that, and I hope you know how much I thank you now. So thanks very much for a really wonderful event, and I hope I got to thank everybody that I could. Thank you so much.
Stand over here. I present you Cal Bouchard.